Hi everyone, I am Ali from DIY Kurdish. Several months ago, I bought this table saw. After using, I don't like the insert. It's catching the pieces, and it's not leveled with the tabletop. That's why I decided to make a new one. I unscrewed the old for measuring. I used plywood for the new one. Here I am marking the length and width of the insert. Then I brought to my meter saw for cutting the length. I installed the insert back for cutting the width. Here you can see that the insert is not level with the top. It causes issues for me because it is catching the pieces and affecting the cutting. I think it's not safe. I tested the new one for fitting. Here it didn't sit. I need to round the corners for fitting. For this I am using my disc sander. The sandpaper is dirty. I clean it with a silicone. It's a good way for cleaning sandpapers. Now it fits well. It's time to cut the depth of the new one. First I raised the blade too high. It didn't cut it right. That's why I lowered the blade for better results. It took several passes. Here you can see the insert catches my wood. The insert is too thin for clamping, so I used double-sided tape for clamping. The tape is strong enough for holding the wood to rake on it. I straighten it with a hand plane first. Here I forgot to measure before clamping. That's why I used the other piece for measuring the place of the grooves. Later off camera I copied on the new insert. If you are still watching the video, please like, subscribe and leave a comment. They will be a great support for what I am doing. I used router for cutting the grooves. Then I clean it with a chisel. I just sharpened the chisel. It is really nice to work with sharp chisels, but sometimes I am in hurry or lazy to sharpen them. I was carefully removed the wood because it was thin. After all cutting and measuring, I didn't want to ruin the piece. Here I realized that the insert is low from the end. The reason was the router. When I used the router for the end, it tilted. So I glued a piece under to correct my mistake. I screwed this washer to go under the tabletop. I didn't have shorter screws, I just grinding it. Now it's time for sanding. I used the old one for the place of the screws. I drilled a hole and used a countersink bit for the head of the screw. Then I drilled a bigger hole for installing and removing the insert. I raised the blade to the highest point for removing the diving knife. Later you will know why I removed the knife. Then I lowered the blade to the lowest point to install the new insert. I placed the fence on a side of the insert, and I used a hammer handle for the other side to cut through the insert. I started the saw and raising the blade to cut the insert. With the diving knife I couldn't cut through it, that's why I removed the knife before. After cutting the place of the table, I removed the insert to cut the place of the diving knife by hand. Table saw is one of the most dangerous tools in workshop because the blade is turning towards you when you cut a piece. It causes kickback. That's why the diving knife is important to prevent it. Yet I see some persons that are using the table saw without it. I hope everybody is safe. There are so many good videos about the safety of table saw. A great channel for these videos is Stampy Noobs. It shares good videos about the safety of using woodworking machines. Search the channel, you will not regret it. Here I installed the diving knife back to its place. Now I am more comfortable to use the table saw. I hope the new insert prevent the catching and give me better results. I used wax to finish the insert. It will make it smoother for sliding the pieces.